All right, get ready to dive deep, folks. Today, we're tackling commodity trading interviews.
Yeah, and how to really nail them.
We've got our trusty career guide, the interview guide, with some seriously tough questions, and that secret weapon, RoleCatcher AI.
You'll be walking into that interview.
Feeling like a pro.
Exactly. More than just textbook answers.
Oh, for sure.
They want to see that spark,
That you get the market.
that you can think fast.
Okay, let's jump right in. Interview guide. First up, describe your experience trading commodities.
Seems simple, right? But
I bet there's more to it.
absolutely, it's not just listing every trade.
Okay.
It's showing those key skills, the ones the career guide highlights.
Like,
Analytical thinking, risk management, market awareness.
got it.
Think of situations where you had to, say, analyze data, assess risk, make a decision, all under pressure.
So instead of I traded oil for 5 years, it's more like,
Right, more like,
while trading oil, I developed a deep understanding of the market. Anticipating price fluctuations, making strategic decisions, minimizing risk.
that's it. And be ready for follow-ups, they might ask.
Oh, like what?
Give me a specific example of a successful trade based on your analysis.
Ooh, that's where those specific examples become crucial.
Like gold.
Yeah, a story to prove you know your stuff.
And that's where RoleCatcher comes in. The AI analyzes the job description, helps you tailor those examples, highlights the skills they want.
Like a personal coach.
In your pocket.
All right, another common one. What are the most important skills for a commodity trader? Again, seems straightforward.
But we can make it stand out. Connect them to real scenarios. For example, risk management is vital, especially in a volatile market like coffee.
Yeah.
Say, unforeseen events, weather changes, impact prices.
Makes sense.
A skilled trader anticipates these risks, has strategies to mitigate losses.
So, painting a picture.
Exactly, showing understanding, not just buzzwords.
And the follow-up might be,
Oh, they might ask, describe a time you managed risk in a challenging situation.
have that example ready.
Showing how you assess, analyze, and mitigate risk.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, this one might make some sweat. Describe a time when you made a difficult trading decision. What's the real test here?
They want to see how you handle pressure,
Uh-huh.
how you analyze complex situations, make decisions, maybe with limited information.
Got it.
Choose an example, a challenge, pros and cons weighed, tough call made.
So, it's okay if it didn't go perfectly.
Absolutely highlight what you learned.
Right.
Did it refine your process, change your risk assessment, show you can learn from mistakes, adapt?
That makes sense. It's about resilience, continuous learning, which, hey, the career guide mentions that.
Yeah, crucial for success.
The market's always changing. Got to stay ahead.
Right.
Okay, how do you stay up to date with market trends and news? They're checking if you're truly passionate, right?
Exactly. Don't just say, I read the Financial Times. Show you're proactive. Specific publications, websites, even influencers focused on your commodities, conferences, online forums show that commitment.
And RoleCatcher's AI
Oh, yeah.
can point out resources I might miss.
Exactly, like a research assistant.
Then I casually mention them in the interview.
Showing you've done your homework.
Okay, let's dive into how do you manage risk when trading commodities? I'm guessing they want to see a deep understanding here.
Oh, absolutely. This is where you showcase those risk management tools and strategies. Specific techniques, stop-loss orders, diversification, hedging.
Don't be afraid to get technical.
Show you know your stuff.
So instead of I diversify, it's more like,
Yeah, more like, when trading agricultural commodities, I diversify across different crops, different regions.
to mitigate risk.
Exactly. Weather events, supply disruptions, and be ready. They might ask for a specific example.
Like when you adjusted your strategy due to market changes. Just feeling like a risk pro already. Now, how do you build and maintain relationships with clients and stakeholders? This seems especially important in this environment.
It is. Building trust is key.
Yeah.
They want to see clear communication, active listening, understanding needs.
Okay.
Highlight your ability to explain complex stuff simply, negotiate well, stay positive under pressure.
So, should I talk about specific client interactions? Maybe conflict resolution.
Definitely.
Show my personality a bit.
Show them you'd be a good fit.
This is where RoleCatcher can help again.
All right.
Analyzing company culture, giving feedback on how to present myself.
That balance, professional yet unique.
Okay, we've tackled some tough ones.
Okay.
Now, can you discuss a time you had to adjust your trading strategy due to changing market conditions?
Adaptability, right? The career guide mentions how quickly things can shift.
It does. This shows your flexibility, your ability to think on your feet. Choose a situation, a significant shift, maybe unexpected events, new information, market sentiment change.
Oh, I see. Explain the trigger, how you adapted the outcome.
So it's not about being right all the time.
Not at all. It's about analyzing, adjusting, making the best decision with what you've got.
Makes sense.
And what did you learn? Did it change your approach, make you more aware of risks? They want to see that evolution.
Like the career guide says, the only constant is change.
Exactly. And speaking of the career guide, it mentions specialization.
Oh, interesting.
Becoming an expert in a niche makes you more valuable.
So instead of being a jack of all trades.
Right. You could be the go-to for, say, precious metals.
Or agricultural commodities.
Exactly. Deep knowledge, incredible value to companies.
Back to the questions. How do you approach developing and implementing a trading strategy? I'm guessing they want a structured process here.
Definitely. This shows your analytical skills, strategic thinking.
Okay.
Talk about the steps, market research, analysis, identifying opportunities, risk assessment, entry and exit plans.
Should I mention specific tools, like technical analysis or quantitative models?
Absolutely. Showcase that expertise. If you have a framework, share it.
Got it.
And RoleCatcher can help here too.
Well, how so?
It can identify the tools and methodologies most relevant to the company.
Like a cheat sheet.
Exactly. And mention how you monitor trades, make adjustment.
Showing you're not just setting it and forgetting it.
Right. Active management, adaptation.
All right, how about managing multiple trades simultaneously?
Yeah, crucial in a fast-paced market.
Organization is key.
Absolutely. They want to see you handle pressure, prioritize, make good decisions while juggling.
Right.
Talk about your systems, trading platform, spreadsheets, even a notebook.
Time management, prioritization, mental agility.
Exactly. And highlight staying calm under pressure.
Oh, that's important.
That volatile market, they want to see you handle stress, make clear decisions when things get hectic.
Can RoleCatcher help here too? Like, does the company use specific software?
It can, and it can analyze your practice answers.
Okay.
Give feedback, make them concise, impactful, tailored to the company culture.
Awesome. Feeling more and more prepared. Can you describe a time you had to overcome a significant challenge in a trading situation? Classic behavioral question.
It is. They want evidence, critical thinking, resilience, finding creative solutions. Choose an example. A big obstacle, market downturn, regulatory change, technical glitch, whatever.
Should it be a situation I turned around? A success story.
It's great if you have one, but not essential.
Got it.
Focus on the steps you took, the decisions, the lessons learned.
Even if it wasn't a perfect outcome.
Exactly. Show you can analyze, plan, execute.
It's all about learning and growing, which the career guide emphasizes.
Right. And RoleCatcher can help here.
Oh, yeah.
Analyze the company, the role, identify their challenges.
So I can tailor my answer.
Exactly. All right, let's talk about staying informed on regulations.
Okay, how do you stay informed about changes in regulations that might impact commodity trading? They want to know I'm aware of the legal stuff.
They do. It's a heavily regulated industry. Mention your sources, newsletters, journals, government websites.
And RoleCatcher can point out recent changes.
It can. And it can help you analyze the company's compliance policies.
To show I understand their approach.
Exactly. Okay, let's look at long-term thinking. Where do you see yourself in 5 years within the commodity trading industry? Ambition, career path.
Sounds like it.
This is your chance.
Sure.
Showcase your goals. Align them with the company's vision.
Okay.
Talk about your aspirations, specialization, leadership, even starting your own firm.
Should I be specific about the role I want?
It's good to have a target, but be realistic, flexible.
Right.
The industry is always evolving. Show you have a plan, you're ambitious, committed to growth.
And I can use RoleCatcher to research typical career paths.
Absolutely. And identify potential mentors.
Great. Okay, we've covered a ton. Market trends, risk, regulations. But there's one question left. The one everyone dreads.
What are your salary expectations?
Yeah, how do I answer that without underselling myself or, seeming unreasonable?
First, research. RoleCatcher, salary surveys, LinkedIn. Get a sense of the range for similar roles.
Okay.
Consider your skills, experience, what you bring.
Find that sweet spot.
Exactly. Expectations, meet market value, meet company budget. And you don't have to give a number right away.
Good.
A range based on research, or say you're flexible, open to discussion, depending on the whole package.
That takes the pressure off. And RoleCatcher can help analyze salary data.
It can give insights into what's competitive.
Awesome.
And remember, negotiation is key. advocate for yourself, your worth.
Great advice. We've covered so much in this deep dive. Technical skills, interview strategies, even salary negotiation. But there's still more to uncover.
Oh yeah, we've only just begun.
Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll delve into the psychological aspects of trading, talk about ethics, and give you some final thoughts on how to approach this career. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, lots more to talk about.
For sure. So, picking up where we left off, that adaptability question, we were talking about how important it is to adjust your trading strategy when the market changes.
Right, right. It's all about showing them you can think on your feet, not just sticking to a plan when everything around you is going haywire.
So, walk us through it. What kind of situation should someone use as an example?
Well, think of a time when you had to make a major change, really shift gears. Maybe some unexpected event happened, or you got some new information, or even just the mood of the market suddenly changed.
Got it.
You explain what caused that change, how you adapted, and what happened in the end.
So it's not about always being right.
No, no, no. It's more about showing them that you can analyze the situation, adjust your course, and make the best call with the information you have at the time.
Makes sense. And don't forget to mention what you learned from that experience.
Oh, absolutely crucial. Did it change how you analyze the market? Did it make you more aware of certain risks? Did they want to see that you can adapt and evolve as a trader?
It's like the career guide says, the only constant in the commodities market is change.
Exactly. Now, speaking of the career guide, it also mentions specialization within commodity trading.
Oh, interesting. Tell me more about that.
Well, it suggests that becoming an expert in a specific niche can make you even more valuable.
So instead of being a jack of all trades, you could become the go-to expert for a particular commodity.
Exactly. Like precious metals or agricultural commodities, it allows you to develop deep knowledge and expertise, which can be incredibly valuable to companies looking for specialized traders.
Makes sense. Okay, let's jump back to those interview questions. This next one is interesting. How do you approach developing and implementing a trading strategy? What are they looking for here?
Well, they want to see a structured and well thought out process. This is where you showcase those analytical skills and your ability to think strategically.
Got it.
You talk about the steps you take, conducting thorough market research and analysis, identifying those potential opportunities, assessing risks, and developing a plan for entry and exit points.
So, should I mention specific tools or methodologies I use, like technical analysis, fundamental analysis, or maybe even quantitative models?
Absolutely. This is where you can really showcase your technical expertise. If you have a specific framework or methodology you use, this is the time to share it.
Got it.
And again, RoleCatcher can help you identify the tools and methodologies that are most relevant to the specific company and role you're interviewing for.
It's like having a cheat sheet for tailoring your answers to what the interviewer is looking for.
Exactly. And don't forget to mention how you monitor your trades and make adjustments based on changing market conditions. It shows that you're not just setting a strategy and forgetting about it. You're actively managing your trades and adapting as needed.
Right, showing you're on top of things.
Yeah.
Okay, what about managing multiple trades simultaneously? That seems like a crucial skill, especially in a fast-paced market where things can change so rapidly.
It is. They want to see that you can handle pressure, prioritize effectively, and make sound decisions even when juggling multiple tasks.
So how do you demonstrate that in an interview?
Well, talk about the systems you use to stay organized. Whether it's a specific trading platform, spreadsheets, or even just a good old-fashioned notebook.
So it's a combination of time management, prioritization, and maybe even a bit of mental agility.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to highlight your ability to stay calm under pressure. The commodities market can be volatile, and they want to see that you can handle the stress and make clear-headed decisions even when things get hectic.
It's about having nerves of steel.
In a way, yes.
This is another area where RoleCatcher can be helpful, right? It can analyze company data to see if they use any specific project management or trading software that you can mention in your answer.
Right. It can also analyze your practice answers and provide feedback on how to make them more concise, impactful, and tailored to the specific company culture.
So always be thinking about how to tailor your answers to the specific company and the role. Okay, let's tackle this next question. Can you describe a time when you had to overcome a significant challenge in a trading situation? This feels like a classic behavioral interview question.
It is. They're looking for evidence of your critical thinking skills, your resilience, and your ability to find creative solutions to complex problems.
So how do we approach this one?
Choose an example where you faced a significant obstacle, maybe a sudden market downturn, a regulatory change, or even a technical glitch.
Got it.
What's important is to highlight the steps you took to address the challenge, the decisions you made, and the lessons you learned along the way. Even if the outcome wasn't ideal, you can still demonstrate your ability to analyze a problem, develop a plan of action, and execute it effectively.
It's all about showing your ability to learn and grow from your experiences, which, as we've seen from the career guide, is crucial for success in this field.
Right. And remember, RoleCatcher can help you analyze the specific company and role to identify the types of challenges they're most likely to face, allowing you to tailor your answer to their specific needs.
Okay, let's move on to another important aspect, regulations. The next question is, how do you stay informed about changes in regulations that might impact commodity trading? They want to know I'm on top of the legal stuff.
They do. Commodity trading is a heavily regulated industry, and staying on top of those regulations is crucial.
Right, makes sense.
Mention specific sources you use to stay informed, such as industry newsletters, legal journals, or government websites.
And again, RoleCatcher can be a valuable resource here. It can alert you to recent regulatory changes that might be relevant to the commodities you trade or the companies you're interested in.
Exactly. It can also help you analyze the specific company's compliance policies and procedures so you can demonstrate your understanding of their approach to regulatory compliance.
So I can show them I've done my homework and I'm serious about compliance.
Exactly.
All right, let's shift gears a bit and talk about long-term career goals. The next question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years within the commodity trading industry? What are they really asking here?
They're looking for ambition and a clear vision for your career path. This is your chance to showcase your career goals and how they align with the company's vision.
So how specific should I be? Should I mention a particular role or position I'm aiming for?
It's good to have a target in mind, but be realistic and flexible. The commodity trading industry is constantly evolving, and your path may not always be linear.
Right, got to be ready to adapt.
Exactly. What's important is to show that you have a plan, you're ambitious, and you're committed to continuous learning and growth.
And of course, I can use RoleCatcher to research the typical career paths within that company and tailor my answer accordingly.
Absolutely. It can also help you identify mentors or industry leaders you might want to connect with to further your career goals.
It's like having a personal career advisor in your pocket. Okay, we've covered a lot of ground here. From analyzing market trends to managing risk to navigating regulatory changes, we've touched on many key aspects of commodity trading. But there's one question we haven't addressed yet, and it's often the one that trips people up. What are your salary expectations?
Yes, the dreaded salary question. This one can be tricky, but it's important to approach it strategically.
So how do I answer this without underselling myself or seeming unreasonable?
First, do your research. Use resources like RoleCatcher, industry salary surveys, or even LinkedIn to get a sense of the average salary range for similar roles in your location and with your level of experience.
Okay, so research is key.
It is. Then consider your own skills, qualifications, and what you bring to the table.
So it's about finding that sweet spot where my expectations align with the market value and the company's budget.
Exactly. And remember, you don't have to give a specific number right away. You can provide a range based on your research or say that you're flexible and open to discussion based on the overall compensation package.
That's a good tip.
Yeah,
It takes the pressure off having to commit to a specific number on the spot.
right. And RoleCatcher can be helpful here too. It can analyze salary data for similar roles and provide insights into what's competitive in the current market.
Great. So research, be realistic, and be ready to negotiate.
Exactly. Negotiation is a key skill in commodity trading, so be prepared to advocate for yourself and what you're worth.
That's great advice. We've covered so much in this deep dive. Technical skills, interview strategies, even salary negotiation. But we're not done yet. Okay, we're back for the final part of our commodity trading deep dive.
Ready to wrap things up?
We've covered so much ground, but before we go, I want to talk about the mental game of trading.
Oh, yeah, that's huge.
The career guide mentions the pressure, the psychology of it all.
It's not just about knowing the markets, it's about your mindset.
Right, like having the mental toughness to handle the ups and downs.
Exactly.
So, what are some of those crucial psychological traits?
Well, discipline is a big one. You got to stick to your plan, even when things get emotional.
Easy to say, hard to do.
Oh, absolutely. It's easy to get caught up in the moment, make impulsive decisions.
And that can lead to trouble.
Big trouble. You also need to be able to handle stress, pressure. These markets can be crazy volatile.
Things change fast.
in a blink.
Yeah.
You got to stay calm, focused, even when facing setbacks.
Reminds me of what the career guide said about those long hours on the trading floor.
Yeah, intense environment.
Takes a certain personality to thrive there.
Resilience is key, too. You're going to have losses. It's part of the game.
Right.
But you got to bounce back, learn from it, come back stronger.
That growth mindset.
Exactly. Seeing setbacks as opportunities to improve.
And don't forget emotional intelligence.
Oh, that's crucial, too. This is a people business.
Building relationships, communication, understanding others.
It's not just about the numbers. It's about understanding human behavior, market psychology.
Really interesting. And any tips for staying mentally sharp?
Take care of yourself. Get enough sleep. Eat well. Take breaks.
Don't burn out.
Exactly. Okay, we talked about the mental game, but there's another big one, ethics.
Yeah, the career guide stresses integrity in this field.
Absolutely. Commodity trading has a bit of a reputation.
Cutthroat, ruthless.
But that's not the whole picture. There are plenty of ethical traders out there.
So what are some ethical considerations to keep in mind?
Transparency is huge. Be honest with clients, counterparties. Don't mislead them. Don't hide information.
Build trust and a good reputation.
Exactly. Also be aware of conflicts of interest.
Right, where your personal interests could affect your judgment.
If you've got a personal stake in something, be upfront about it.
Makes sense. And of course, insider information is a no-go.
Absolutely. Illegal and unethical. Play by the rules. Keep things fair.
It's about doing things the right way.
Right. And one last thought. Be aware of the bigger picture.
The impact of your trades.
Yeah, these markets affect the global economy, people's lives.
Right.
Think about the consequences. Make decisions that are both profitable and responsible.
Wow. Lots to think about. Any final advice for someone starting out in this field?
Be passionate. Be persistent. Be ready to work hard.
It's not easy.
No, but it can be incredibly rewarding.
And use the tools available, like RoleCatcher's AI, to give you that extra edge.
Absolutely.
Well, that brings us to the end of our commodity trading deep dive. We've covered a lot, from the technical skills to the mental game to the ethical considerations. I hope you found this helpful as you start your journey in this exciting and challenging field.
Yeah, best of luck out there.
We'll be back soon with another deep dive into a different career. Until then, keep learning and keep exploring.